thank you for joining me. I had the weirdest thing happen today. So strange, I have to share it with you. So I was out at a cafe and I witnessed, and I'm sure you've witnessed this many times too. So I witnessed this person at the cafe be really, really, really rude to the server, the person that was serving them. And people were noticing, like people kind of looked around, are you seeing that as well, that kind of thing. And I must say, I see this often and I find it so strange. Like why the rudeness toward people who are serving you food or whatever they're serving you? It's just crazy. This is the thing that really bugged me, was the customer kind of acted as if the person serving them was below them. Bad, bad, bad. I hate that. I really hate that. It makes me so uncomfortable and mad. And so you can be sure that I made it known that it was not appropriate in restaurant situations and hospitality situations. People treating the staff as if they're less than. What the? No. Like, it's so wrong. I know so many people who work in hospitality. I've worked as a server, as a waitress, 3 separate times in my life. And one of those times was after I'd already graduated university and could have been working a really, good paying job, but wanted to pursue my acting, which is what I've always dreamt of doing, always wanted to do. So you have to find flexible work. So I did that. And it was great, and the people I work with were great. And the other thing I think to remember is, when you see someone being rude like that, I have to question why they are, but also why look down on something like that? That person has a job. That person's working in hospitality. That is a job. That might be their choice. That might be what they always wanted to do. They might run the business. They might own the business. They just might like working in hospitality. In the restaurant industry as a barista. Amazing. This kind of invisible but not invisible hierarchy where people in the service industry are sometimes treated badly by customers. To hell with that. Like, let's just stop right now. It's so messed up on so many levels. Anyway, I just had to share that. But the thing I wanted to talk to you about as well, yes, this is cold brew coffee with lavender, blueberry, almond milk. I mean, come on, would I be drinking anything else? No. So the thing I want to talk about is friends. Like when you're in school and then when you're in, well, it's different in New Zealand. We have primary school, intermediate school, and then high school. And high school is sometimes called college in New Zealand. So I remember once I was visiting my grandma in hospital, and there was an American doctor looking after her, and he was really amazing. This is in New Zealand. And he said to me, "So what do you do?" And I said, "Well, I'm in college." And he said, "Oh, wow, that's great. What are you studying?" And I was like, "Many things. I'm studying social science, English, biology, art, graphic design," and I listed off all these things. I was probably 16 at the time, and I remember him looking at me like, "This girl seems kind of young. Maybe she should still be in high school, but she's clearly in college already. That's great. But not only that, she seems to be studying many, many things, many different focuses there." And yeah, so college is often what we call high school in New Zealand. Anyway, tangents, Rachel, tangents. So yeah, when you're in school, you have a lot of friends that have been with you, since kindergarten or, since you first started your education. You would have been around, possibly, around some of the same people. So you have those friendships, and then you carry them with you through school, and then usually after school, especially your high school and college friends. But say you move to a new country, and don't know anyone, and you have to start, or a new city. I'm going to say a new city as well, a new town. You move somewhere different. You're not around your school friends, people that you grew up with. making new friends. I find the further away you are, both geographically from, that core group that you probably had, that you might have had growing up. And my core group was interesting. We moved a lot. So I definitely had the challenge of making new friends over and over and over again, because I was always the new girl. Yeah, and I just have been talking to a few friends lately about how when you're, out of high school, out of college, fending for yourself as a fully fledged adult, or you move towns or cities or countries, making friends when you're little helicopter action for you today. Hope everyone's okay. It's passing. At least I'm consistent. There's always noise in my videos. After high school and after college, or if you are, you do move, making new friends is so interesting as an adult. It's so weird. It kind of feels like dating. It is kind of like dating, do you think? And there's such a fear of, and there's a little bit of a fear, for me at least, of I really feel like I'm putting myself out there when I'm making new friends. Like, you strike up a conversation somewhere and you start talking, you have all these things in common, and you think, oh my gosh, I think we could be friends, like really good friends. Like, this person, maybe they might want to hang out with me. So it totally sounds like a date. And then so you ask them for their number, and then is that weird? Like, what if that to them it was just like a casual chat? They might do this all the time. I might be nothing special. They might give their number out all the time to potential new friends. It's so strange. And then hanging out, and I don't know, just forming these friendships when you're older is really weird. When I first got here, I knew no one. And now I have some really amazing friends. And it didn't take long. And I think the key to that for me was just putting myself out there. And that was the other thing. So I did a whole lot of classes, and I still do, like improv. I love the Groundlings, that's where I study. So I did the Groundlings, I did Larry Moss, Joseph Perlman, a whole lot of other acting classes. I met amazing people there. That was a real, that's where I kind of found my tribe, I guess. I think, yeah, if you haven't found your tribe or your group in a new city, I guess what I'm saying is don't despair. Just, join clubs, join a club. That feels like something my grandparents would have said to me. It's like, join a club, get involved in a knitting group. That's it. I am getting involved in a knitting group. Like, honestly, my friend and I are going to knit, and she previously was in a knitting group, so she can already knit. I'm going to join the knitting group. But yeah, just I think getting out there and actually putting yourself out there a little bit, even if it's scary, and doing things that you want to do, things that you're interested in, sports or arts or whatever it might be. It's such a good way to make friends, I think, especially as an adult, where it's kind of weird and odd, and mum's not there to organise a play date for you. I mean, I could probably ask my mum too, but no, that's weird. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't. So here's to friends and reaching out and making new friends, and now we're friends. So hi, and have a great day, and let's be nice to everyone. People everywhere from all walks of life, doing all sorts of different jobs. We owe that to each other at the very least. Have a good day.